How's it going, everyone? Jiivita here with a Gleam Club crash course. This was requested by Tripcom Sky Crew, or at least he requested how to do the colored chat in the signs. But I figured while we're at it, we might as well cover pretty much everything. There has been a couple of expansions to the Gleam Club since its inception, so given time, more features are likely to be added. If you're unfamiliar, Gleam Club is a completely optional subscription to the game that comes in 1, 3, and 6 month packages, giving you a small discount for the more time you buy at once. The game can be completely enjoyed without this. It simply adds a few cosmetic perks and niceties. First off, you can color your chat. This is actually done the exact same way for the sign. So basically what you're going to do is you can do a :#, something simple like red or the name of color that you want, followed by another colon, and then you can just type your message, whether it's in a sign or in a chat message down here. So I've already set it for green, so every time I say something, it'll be in green. You can also use the Hex Color Code as shown in the description of this. Moving along, we have advanced tinting. This allows you to pick a high, mid, and low color for pretty much everything that can be tinted. That includes your character, any body paint, any wearables like mask, or even your underwear. So pretty much anything that can be tinted, you can do that and pick 2 additional colors as well as the base color. There's also the beacon auto fuel, which is one of my favorites. It automatically fuels your beacons for as long as you have Gleam Club membership. Theoretically, once Gleam Club membership runs out, then your beacons will essentially expire. So if you're letting your Gleam Club membership wear off, you'll want to be sure to dump in some beacon fuel before your Gleam Club membership runs out. Then over here we have emojis. So down in the chat you can do a colon, something like a smile, followed by another colon, and now there'll be a little smiley face in the chat message. These mirror the Twitter emojis, so pretty much all of the essential ones are there, like heart, wink, smile, grin, things like that. And then last but certainly not least, over here we have unlimited appearance change. This is, I don't know, auto bacon fuel in this is kind of a runner-up of like my favorite part of Gleam Club, but this allows you to change the color and recustomize your character unlimitedly. So all the body paints, all the clothing, wearables, your character. So let's say today you want this horn style, but tomorrow you want a different horn style. You can recustomize your character at any time, as well as change the color at any time without having to use a tint kit. So that is very nice. Also, the Gleam Club membership gives you a fancy little symbol over your HP bar, as well as the HP bar that other players see above your head. So in other words, you can show off that you're helping support the game. As you can see, all of this is pretty much just cosmetics, with maybe the exception of the auto beacon fuel, but really all that saves you is maybe what, once a month of having to go around, spend a few minutes and refuel your beacons. This also gives you the option, if you're going to take a break from the game and yet you want to preserve all of your buildings, you could buy this for however long you're going to be gone, and then you have the peace of mind knowing that your stuff is not going to expire, etc, etc. So very nice. But let's jump into the true intention of this video, and that is how to do these signs. So as you can see here, you have a wide range of colors. So we have our red, blue, green, yellow, white, black, and this is actually what I use to tint the text this color. Over here we have some hex codes, and here are some tint names from the game that you can actually use. And here's an unfortunate side effect of some of the tinting, but you know, let's take a look at this. So you open it up, and as you can see, I just have the colon, hashtag, the name of the color, followed by a colon, and then the actual text that you want to use. So I could just put red and then type whatever I want, and everything will be red. If you want to change colors within the same sign, you just type in a different color and then start typing. If you want to change a color again, you just type in the color. So basically everything after the color code will be in that color until another color code has been entered. So that is pretty nice. Come over here, and you can see it's just yellow, white, black. You just have to remember to do, you know, the colons and the hashtag, and then you're good to go. Taking a look at the Hex Color Codes, these are a little bit more complicated, however they give you a lot more control over the color. So if you're unfamiliar with Hex Color Codes, for one thing, each digit can be anywhere from 0 all the way to 9, but then it can also go through A all the way through F. So F is like the new 10, so it gives you 16 different values for one digit. And the reason why I have these commas over here is because the first two is the red value, followed by the green value, followed by the blue value. So if you want the reddest possible red you can possibly get, you're going to want FF and then the rest zeros, because the F is the highest value, and these first two digits right here is for the red color. Same for blue back here, and then green in the middle. And actually for green, I incorporated a 1 in the blue color, just because if you have F00 and then if you follow it by any kind of K, it's going to think it's a cuss word and it's going to blot it out for anybody that has parental settings or the profanity filter enabled. So if you're going to use the green color, I would highly recommend putting some little value right here just so the game doesn't think you're cussing, basically. If you need a little help figuring out which hex color code you actually want to use, there's any number of awesome resources on the internet. I simply did a Google search for hex color codes, found this is actually htmlcolorcodes.com, and yeah, it's really super easy. Let's see here, let's get this kind of fuchsia color, and then I can drag it around, and right here is the hex color code. There's also all the other different kind of color values of all the RGB and stuff like that. But this top one right here, the hashtag, and then the funny numbers and letters is the code that you'd enter into the actual game. So very, very nice. But moving along, as I said, you can use any of the tint colors that are from the game itself. So say you are absolutely in love with the color of your underwear and it's Silkberry, I could enter that name into either your chat down below or into a sign and it will use the same color. So pretty nice. And then over here is just an example of how easily the profanity filter can be triggered. All I was trying to do was do a test in multiple different colors, so red, green, yellow, blue. It was fine with the red, and then somewhere between the T and the S, it didn't like something. So I'm not sure what is wrong with this. It's okay with the red, like I said, but all the way from T to the S, it thinks something is going on there. So just keep that in mind, that it can be a little bit finicky as far as the profanity filter is concerned. So an important note on the colored text for signs is that the sign must be inside of the beacon of a Gleam Club member. So if you're a Gleam Club member and you're trying to set up a sign in somebody else's beacon and they don't have Gleam Club membership, then the colored text will not work. So it's a little bit unfortunate, but at the same time, it's kind of nice because otherwise Gleam Club members could set colored text signs for non-Gleam Club members, and that wouldn't exactly be completely fair. So it's an unfortunate side effect, but it makes sense all at the same time. So just keep that in mind when you're trying to set up your sign of where the sign actually resides and whether or not that beacon owner has Gleam Club membership. And to give a further example of how to change the color for the chat, it'd just be a colon, hashtag, how about red, and then type in your message. And then now every time that you type a message, it will be in the same color. If you want to change it back to my normal green, it'll just be a colon, hashtag, and I use the hex code, so it'll be 00 for red, FF for green, because we want the greenest green we can possibly get, followed by a 01 just so we don't trigger the profanity filter, and then we can type out our message, and all subsequent messages will be in the same color. And it will even remember this color between play sessions. So basically you can set it and forget it, which is very nice. But anyway, I think that covers Gleam Club membership pretty well. This was Jiivita. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more like this, and if there's anything you didn't like, please let me know down below. Also, if you like my channel, want to get cool perks, check out my Patreon page. Until next time, peace.